Hello everyone. The way we define motion is an object is said to be in motion if the position changes with time. So this is something I covered in the first video. Okay, so before we try to understand the change in position with time, let us try to understand how position is measured. So there are two ways that we can measure the position of an object. One, distance, and two, displacement. Sorry. Okay. So what is distance? Uh, I'm sure all of you have a very good idea of what distance is. It's plainly the length of the path from one point to another. Let's say an object moves from A all the way, curves down the road, and finally reaches a point B. So this would be given as the distance. The total length of this path is given as the distance. Now what is displacement? Uh, Suppose let's take the same picture. Now let us consider the same path, and now displacement is defined as the shortest distance between the initial point and the final point. Uh, for the same path that an object traveled from A to B, the displacement would be the line joining the first point to the final point. That would be this distance AB. Okay, so I hope all of you understood the difference between distance and displacement. Okay, now let us consider one more example. Let's say this is Mysore, and let's say this is Bangalore. If you were to start from Mysore, let's say you take the highway and you go across the road, and you take a turn, you reach Ramnagar, and finally you reach Bangalore. So the actual distance that the vehicle travels on the highway is approximately 140 kilometers, and this is known as the distance. But the road which connects Mysore and Bangalore need not be a straight line. It actually involves a lot of curves, and you finally reach Bangalore. But displacement doesn't care which path you took. All it cares about is the initial point and the final point. So if I were to join a line from, let's say, Mysore to Bangalore, this would be the displacement, and this should be less than the distance, right? I think it's common sense to say that, because it's actually very visually evident, right? This distance should obviously be less than, sorry, I meant the displacement is obviously less than the distance shown here. I hope all of you understood it, and I hope I did not confuse you people all the more. Thank you.